All right, let's get into the weekly watch report where we talk about the things we watched this week. Weekly watch report on Monday, weekly watch report on Monday, weekly watch report on Monday, weekly watch report on Monday. Listen, we got some things that we watch, but there's only one important thing on this list, and that is Heated Rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
All 6 episodes done. I'm
Yep.
still at the cottage.
Same.
I haven't left, and I won't leave
Gorgeous
for a long
cottage.
time. Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous. I will be stuck here for quite some time.
I know.
I did not want this to end.
Same. I was so sad when I realized it was only 6 episodes.
So sad. And I had caught up right after we ended break.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay, I got to catch up. And when I realized that I only had one when I watched episode 5,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought I had another episode queued up, and I didn't because I had to wait for the finale.
Yeah.
I was devastated.
Yeah.
I thought, what?
Or you had to wait for the day
I
after.
have to wait for and there's only 6
Yeah, I had to wait for that Friday.
6 episodes.
I know.
And I've watched them all.
I know.
And we talked about this before I was caught up, that the 3rd episode introduced Scott and Kip.
Uh-huh.
I fucking loved that episode.
Great episode.
I loved it so much. And that's what got me even more into the show.
Mm-hmm.
Then all of a sudden, they're taken away from me again. And I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
Now I'm stuck on Shane and Ilya and Scott and Kip.
I know.
And now you're going to take Scott and Kip away from me?
Yeah.
But then you're going to throw in a storyline with Rose Landry.
Right.
And literally the show just kept getting better and better. And there's so much to discuss.
Ugh.
There really is. Between the actors in real life, Hudson Williams,
Yeah.
Connor Story,
Yeah.
and their characters,
Yeah.
there's so much to dive into. But also, we have to deal with the fact that we need to wait until 2027 for more of their story. Now, you could read the books.
Yes.
But I almost don't want to spoil it for myself, and I don't want to have an expectation because I have seen a lot of conversation about the books, and some are saying, that the TV show was so much better than the books, actually.
Yeah, I'm also a little confused of the format of the books. I'm not going to lie, and I haven't really looked into it too much, and I could probably just ask my sister who's been reading them. But, like, they're all about different couples.
Yes.
So what more of Shane and Ilya's story is happening in the books?
There is more. There is a lot more.
That's not in the show because it's just one book that's about them.
There is a lot more that happens.
In other books.
Now that, I don't know if it's other books, but now that people will find out about them and then a lot happens. I saw a little bit. I saw a little bit of spoiler. But I don't want to spoil for people if they haven't seen it.
I know, and you shouldn't, because that's like I really was like, oh, so but then there's other books, so then could there be other characters that come into play in the show? Since there's all different characters because it's like Scott and Kip have their own book.
Yes. So it was intertwined into Heated
Yes.
Rivalry, but they're named different things. But Heated Rivalry, I think, was the most popular book,
Right.
which is why it was made into the show. Now, there was a lot of discussion about the popularity of the show, why it got so popular. I know Hudson Williams, who plays Shane, he had commented on Dumois' post, just being like, I'm sorry not to like you, because number one, I think they were diving into his personal life a little bit and figuring out who he's dating and da-da-da. And I think they're both trying to keep that part of their lives pretty private. And Dumois, obviously,
Oh, there's another book.
Yeah. Dumois gets, likes to dive into personal lives.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
started doing that with these actors. And I don't think you like that. And then also Dumois got into it with the Heated Rivalry fans because Dumois was posting that, like, the reason people love this show is for, like, the sex aspect, basically. Which, personally, is not why I love the show. I really love the storylines, the dialogue, the conversations that are happening about the show in the show. Of course, you know, they even got this tattooed, sex sells. Of course, sex sells.
Yeah.
And that, you know, the chemistry between the two of them is a big draw of the show. But watching it, I was yearning for a lot more conversation, which did end up
in love with the characters.
Which does end up happening more throughout the show. You get so much more conversation between all of them. I think the first 2 episodes was very sex heavy, and it's still very sex heavy, but in like a different way.
Yep.
More intimate, you know, more romantic at times.
Yeah.
So I didn't necessarily agree with that standpoint that like people are only watching for the sex. Like I really don't agree with that.
Yeah.
I think that there's so much more conversation to be had about the show than just that. So I think people were really upset with Dumois about that, and the actors as well were getting upset. And then you had the guy from I Love LA. We talked about that.
Yeah.
And then they were at some event together, and HBO was seemed like forcing that a little bit. A little makeup sesh happened there. But I thought the finale
great episode
was so good, and it was like quiet, and it was intimate, and it was romantic, and we got to see the two of them explore their connection and their relationship in a much deeper way, and kind of give us a little insight to what's to come now in the next season. And the whole conversation with Shane's parents and them finding out, and how his mom just like kind of just like apologized, you know, immediately, like that scene between the two of them. And people are kind of dissecting now a little bit more about Hudson's character, because they believe him to be autistic. And the author, I think, has said that he is, but it's not stated in the books or the show. You know, it's not like talked about, but like he is, I think the author said.
Yeah.
And so people were like dissecting, you know, how good his acting was in these moments in portraying that, because there were, you know, conversation of, oh, he's not that good of an actor as Connor Story because Ilya's doing the, you know, he's doing the Russian accent.
Yeah, right.
But everyone was like, no, he's a fantastic actor because he's picking up on all these mannerisms, and the way he's acting is he's actually doing a fantastic job.
Yeah.
He's the reason he's looking down and not making direct eye contact is all part of the character.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
I thought that, especially in that conversation with him and his mom, because you could tell it's so hard for him to like make direct eye contact and have these conversations, was a really powerful scene, really beautiful. And on top of that, the fact that Connor Story is not Russian in real life will just have anybody stumped.
Yeah, really.
With his
for sure
accent and being so superb.
Yeah.
Like
I
it
know.
is just incredible.
He's so good at it that I am afraid he may resent it, because like everybody just wants him to do the accent.
Yeah.
Like every interview, every video I see of them now, because like they've also taken over my YouTube, where it's just like interviews of them doing press and such, where it's just like they're like, do the voice. Like it's like, say this in your accent. He's like, guys, like come on. Like it's probably a lot. But he's just so good at it.
He is, and you know what?
It's so believable. It's so good.
Hudson Williams is really good at it too. He was doing a Russian accent in an interview, and I'm like,
oh, he was.
They both have incredible Russian accents.
The monologue he does in Russian on the phone in 5, spectacular.
So good.
Spectacular. So good. And I've seen so many TikToks of people being like, making my Russian dad watch this scene to see like how the Russian is. And like these like old dads are like, oh, this is very good. Like,
yeah.
So I don't know. They just absolutely crushed it. I thought it was so well done. Rarely do I sit and watch like the end credits of a show, but I sat there and thought, oh my God, Gia bought a pair of Ray-Bans when we were in Florida. She was influenced by their Wayfarers.
I have not been into a show like this in a long time. Like this attached to the characters, thinking about them 24/7, doing a deep dive into every aspect of the show, how it's filmed, the books, after it's finished, because you don't want to let go of it. Like
I'm sad that I think they saw that it can't really be nominated.
Yeah, because it's Canadian.
Because it's Canadian.
Yeah,
like
because
awards
I mean,
and shit here.
They deserve every award. The only thing was that I really was yearning for more of Scott and Kip's story.
Yeah.
Listen, Scott, he pissed me off a little bit because I felt, and although,
Sweet Kip.
very complicated feelings that he was going through, so extremely fair. But when they were looking for the art at the art gallery, and I'm like, I just feel like Kip didn't deserve it. But also at the same time, it's complicated and you understand what someone's going through. And so it's all these different emotions and feelings about it, but you also feel for Kip because you're like, he deserves to be loved out loud and publicly. But then
his speech was so
But
great.
then we do get that.
Yeah.
And then coming back into the final episode with Scott's speech
Yeah.
I loved the speech. It was so good. But then we didn't get any more.
I know.
And I said,
it was
oh
like
my
hard
God.
because they're trickling in like another storyline into something that's so dominated by
Shane and Ilya.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, but I want more Scott and Kip
I
too.
know. I know.
I wanted both of them.
I'm sure that'll expand more.
I hope so because I really enjoyed their story, and
I feel like people love them, and I feel like there's more they could do with that in the TV show.
Yeah.
They also did a really good job of taking a story that expands over so many years and putting it in a show that's 6 episodes. Because if you really think about it, it makes a lot of sense. Like the actors portrayed it so well in the sort of like distance of just hooking up when they saw each other, and like you'd watch one episode, all of a sudden you're like, wait, I'm sorry, have 5 years passed? Like what's like? It went really quickly to the point where like then you get at the end, and it makes so much sense that they're at where they are because so much time has passed. But it's like they've pushed through all that time where they were only seeing each other like a few times a year, clearly, and things have changed. But that's trying to like tell that story, I think, in 6 episodes when there's so many time jumps, it's also really hard. And I feel like they did a good job with that too.
Definitely. I also loved the Rose Landry storyline. I thought that was really great, especially the club scene, all the things she said. Great use of that song. Yeah. I also would have loved if they used Untouched by the Veronicas.
Yeah.
That would have been a great one to throw in there as well, kind of like in that genre.
Yep.
But that club scene was so powerful. Chills. And it sticks with you.
It does.
Because when that episode ends and you're like, I fucking need to know what happens now. And I loved Rose's reaction to Shane when she was like, 80% of my boyfriends have been gay. Like, 'cause she's, famous actress.
Yep.
I thought that whole scene was the first time you see Shane open up to somebody other than Ilya. Or the scene where, Ilya uses Shane for the first time instead of Hollander. And you see Shane, like, he's like, I got to get out of here, because now it's becoming very real. Him knowing his drinks and his tuna melt, the ginger ale, the tuna melt. They're going at it after a good tuna melt. They don't care. They don't care how stinky tuna is. Yeah. They just love each other. And they're so connected.
Yeah.
But it was really such a good show. A beautiful story. I cannot wait until 2027. It's going to be a long time. But
when he said boyfriend, when they were sitting at the table eating the pasta, he's got great comedic timing too. He really does.
He was so fucking funny
so
in that
funny
last episode.
episode.
And he was like, "Oh, you enjoy fucking Rose Landry."
Yeah.
I was like, "This is amazing."
When he like hit him to like stop eating the pasta, and he was like,
right. Well, because think about it, like when's the last time Ilya's had a home cooked meal with family?
Yeah.
And he's in that moment. In Ilya's mind, he's like, what can be better right now? I'm having a home-cooked meal. I'm with my boyfriend.
Yeah.
Things are great.
There were so many good
And in
good,
Shane's
funny moments
mind, this is a nightmare for him. His parents are finding out. Now he has a boyfriend, and it's all coming, feels like his world's crashing down, but it's really
I know.
it's really
I love
opening.
that he was like, "Do you want me to come with you?" When he was like going, he's
Yeah.
like, "Yeah." But we're lovers.
It was hilarious. I mean, his mom went into Kris Jenner mode ASAP. She's like, well, I got to call Reebok, Rolex.
Yeah.
They're gonna love this when they start to understand it. I was like, oh, she's working.
Yeah.
She's working the phones.
Exactly.
But it was so good, and I'm still thinking about it and wanting more. I give it an A+.
Again, I think
A+. Eternity. We both watched Eternity.
I did too.
Coincidentally, the same night.
Yeah, weird.
Very weird. Loved it. Really loved it. I was rooting for Larry, Miles Teller's character, the entire time. Although Callum Turner, is charming and da-da-da and cute and the whole thing. For some reason, I wasn't bought in on him so much because people were hyping him up so much. They were really selling him.
Yeah.
And I just was rooting for Larry the whole time.
They had kids together. They had a whole life.
Yeah, and I don't know. I just found myself never rooting for Luke and rooting for Larry the whole time.
I don't know if I was just convinced by the movie, but at the beginning, I definitely felt like, oh, that is kind of so fair. Like she, their life got cut so short together. Now she has this second chance to whatever her first true love. Like maybe there's something there, and then that that obviously dwindled for sure. And I mean, there were so many sweet moments, but when Larry was her, because when he makes the realization of oh, you're at your happiest at the time, and her hair was longer. It wasn't when they were together. I was like, oh, Larry. But it's just that classic yes, those were extremely happy moments for her then, but she chose Larry. For life at that point, for them to be together. And they were so good. And you know what I said afterwards? They could have made Miles Teller a little cuter.
Oh, I thought he looked perfectly cute.
I felt like they tried to make him not as cute as he is on purpose. I feel like they really tried to be oh, Callum Turner's so hot, blah, blah, blah. And then they tried to make Miles Teller not be as handsome. And I'm he's so handsome.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't really feel that, but I get what you mean. They were trying to do that.
It was oh my God, could you ever possibly pick anybody but him? He's so handsome.
Right. And then I'm
oh,
in one scene, Callum Turner's you're a handsome guy yourself.
Yeah, he is.
Because he is.
But he didn't get enough credit.
No, they were
and
just
I felt
really hyping
they
up
tried,
Callum Turner.
It's they gave him that haircut.
Yeah.
They tried to do things that made him
they were trying to make him.
That wasn't Rooster.
No.
That wasn't Rooster.
No.
And he has the potential to be Rooster all the time.
Exactly. No, I thought it was really cute.
It was.
I was engaged the whole time.
There were some rules that I know it's all fantasy and whatever, but that I was annoyed. I'm why can't you pick one place and then come back?
Because you're picking your eternity.
I know, but they're obviously it's all fake. So
yes, yes, but no, and there was so many funny, sneaky funny parts to it too. That all the worlds were so funny.
So funny.
Seeing and you had to really be paying attention to catch all of it and the signage and everything. Tell me why I literally fell over laughing when it was Space World. Finally see Uranus. I was this is so dumb.
Yeah.
But very funny. And Divine Joy Randolph, I think, is fucking hysterical. I love her.
So fucking funny.
She was so good in this.
So good.
Her and I'm not sure what the other actor's name was. The other guy working in Eternity, but they were both really, really good.
So many laugh out loud moments with her. So funny.
Yep.
I loved it. I thought it was really sweet. A really good movie. It was one of those movies that I actually was really hesitant to watch because,
I was so excited about it.
I just get really weird about that.
Existential.
Oh, no, more about what, death?
Yeah, I just, it's not my favorite convo.
For sure. And it's the movie opens and they're old and you're so they gotta die.
Right, yeah. It's just not my favorite topic of conversation.
Yeah.
So,
but wasn't it? I feel it was
really
still such a sweet spin to that.
Exactly. It was, and that's why I loved it.
Yeah.
I will give that an A because I really did enjoy it. I can't skate around it. Begonia.
Did you rate it Rivalry?
A+.
Yeah.
What a film.
I really liked it.
I
did- I
really
haven't.
liked it too. Very, very good. I'm shocked Jesse Plemons hasn't been in the conversation of award nominations because he was fantastic.
Yeah, I thought.
And
like,
I think so,
did see
more
people say it,
so-
but then last night, like
He wasn't nominated.
He wasn't even nominated.
No,
like,
but more so than Emma Stone. Like Emma Stone
I
was
thought they were both.
Emma
Like,
Stone was really good.
Yeah.
But I think Jesse Plemons' character was probably a bit harder.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, I just think he did such a great job. Oh, with
I haven't
Stabby-
seen his other movies, by the way. I don't know if you have, like the Kinds of Kindness.
Yeah,
and, like, the
no, I
other
haven't.
Weird
I
ones.
really haven't seen a lot of. And what was the
The
other
one
one
that
he
she
did
won-
with Kristen Dunst? You're the dog.
They did Poor Things and the
I never watched Poor Things. Yeah.
Oh, I did see Poor Things.
Stabby jump scare.
Yeah. Yeah, and that whole character was
Whole
fucking
weird character. Are you gonna watch it? Can I talk about it?
I'll probably watch it. Yeah, because I know it's gonna get nominated for stuff.
I want to just say something. Fuck, I can't. If you're gonna watch it,
It was really cool how they kept making you change your mind.
Oh,
on,
the
like,
whole time.
The whole time.
I will say this: the entire time.
yeah.
You could probably. I don't even know what the premise of the movie.
but
is.
like
No, but
it's
if
one
I
of those
ta- if I
movies
say
like
it
that
out loud-
you if you're gonna watch it, you don't want.
You don't want to
Yeah, I
know because
gotcha,
you're
I
gonna.
gotcha, I gotcha.
But I will say the entire time I went back and forth, and then at one point I was totally leaned the other way. That I was like, oh yeah,
all the way up until the very end.
until the very end. And I will say this: the very, very end felt like we could have done without.
Yeah.
I felt like it could have ended with us
Did you-
being told what the answer is, right? If you're following,
Yeah.
us being told what the answer is, and then that's it. I didn't need the whole rest of it.
I did look this up afterwards, and this is a remake of
A Korean film, yeah. Which is a much more comedic film.
Okay.
Actually, people say it's actually supposed to be a lot
which
more
makes
funny.
sense because this director is like kind of like a
Yeah,
weirdo.
Yorgos
Yeah.
is very artsy, fartsy.
Yeah.
Because the ending definitely had more of a comedic tone than the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it was like a different movie.
Yeah.
So I felt like it could have ended in the way where we get the reveal, and then it's like, boom, done. Let's talk about it. I'm like, you didn't need all. In my opinion, it was very hit or miss for a lot of people, that last part. But I will give Begonia an A- because of that last bit.
That's what I have it too.
We didn't grade Marty Supreme or Song Sung Blue, did we?
No, we didn't.
We
Watch
didn't
it,
because
right.
I will give both of those an A.
Yeah,
I loved them both, and both very different movies.
very.
I went back to I rewatched Marty Supreme.
Oh, did
again.
you? You went to the theater?
Yeah. I really liked it. And then I rewatched Uncut Gems because I was just kind of in that
Yeah.
mode. And I actually think that I like Uncut Gems more.
Really?
I do, yeah.
Oh,
But
interesting.
I mean, Marty Supreme's great.
Yeah. I'll give those both an A. I Love LA wrapped up, got a whole lot better towards the end.
Oh,
I watched that whole show, by the way.
You watched the
With
whole
my mom,
thing?
Yeah.
It got so much better towards the end. It like found meaning. It found purpose.
There's
it
some
found a
substance towards the end.
storyline. It felt like in the beginning, it felt like every episode had a new storyline. Whereas towards the last couple episodes, it felt like it was following a couple storylines, but like
yeah.
you want to know what happens. And now I
Yeah.
feel like it built up. It got renewed for a second season, and now I feel like it's built up for a second season. That was good. I'll give it a B+ because I actually ended up enjoying it a lot. The Taylor Swift documentary finished. I will give that an A-. I feel like it got even better,
Yeah.
in my opinion. Now that I'm playing, I watched it so long ago now.
I know it
feels
does feel like it's been.
so I'm kind of
I
like
know,
even
I've-
forgetting what I watched.
Yeah.
But I definitely did end up really liking it. And it's just interesting to see the behind the scenes and her
Totally.
working through, like, you know, kind of timely with everyone being sick. She's coughing, she's sick, she's got to work
Yeah.
through, she's got the stomach flu, she's got a flu, whatever. And her singing the mashup of the songs to her family was just a tearjerker.
It really
I mean,
was.
that was something
It
special.
really was.
So I'll give that an A-. I put on, and I couldn't get through it, but I know a lot of people are talking about it, and it is something that we would usually very, very much like, but I just don't think I was in the mood. The Palm Beach Members Only on Netflix.
I saw people talking about this, that it's not very actually Palm Beach.
Yeah, and I think
It's like
that
they might as well just made a show about West Palm.
yeah, and they're so fucking ridiculous. These people. I actually saw.
I haven't watched a single clip, but I've seen pictures of them, and just
They're
from the
ridiculous.
pictures, I thought, oh no.
And I saw Heather McMahon make a story about this, and she was like, "Listen, these ladies are so not my type of people.
Yeah.
But my God, I can't look away.
Can't look away, yeah.
And so I threw it on, and I didn't get like hooked immediately.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was on my phone and stuff, so I'm not even going to grade that. I just want to mention that I did go to watch it, and I wasn't really hooked. And then I watched The Wedding Ringer, that Kevin Hart movie with Josh Gad.
Yeah.
Randomly.
Yeah.
I'll give it a C+.
Yeah.
You know? Kind of funny.
I think I saw that
Like
at some point.
kind of bad, kind of good.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
Kind of funny.
Like it's just like a
Silly movie
that you're
and we
laughing
just-
at, but you're like, that was kind of
We
stupid.
just were thrown on
but
a silly movie.
Yeah.
And that is everything I watched, I think. I mean, I'm sure I'm missing something, but for the importance factor, that's what I have
Yeah.
down.
I really didn't watch that much, to be honest. Heated Rivalry finished. It's an A. It's an A+. Episode 6 is an A+. I don't know if we like 4 and 5 to me, A's.
Oh,
6, A+.
Oh, I think 3, 4, 5, 6, A+ to me.
6, A+. Only because 6 I loved, like, so even it deserves a bump. Like, they are all A+, but then like it's like then 6, then what is 6, A++? Like, it's up there. Eternity, I will give. Eternity was an A-. Really loved it. I thought it was very, very sweet. I enjoyed it. And I thought they were great. Had to teach my mom about Callum Turner. She didn't know about him. It's a whole deep dive. I'm like, he's engaged to Dua Lipa. She's like, what else has he been in?
I think that might be the first thing I've ever seen him in.
You watched Masters of the Air. You didn't
I
like
watched like
it,
one
but you
episode,
watched it.
so I don't really count that.
Yeah.
I've never seen him in anything either, but I want to change my Eternity to an A- as well, because if I have Begonia at A-, I can't put Eternity at A.
Right.
So I got to put that. Sorry.
We watched Gone Girl, which I hadn't seen in a while. Really threw Joe for a loop. He was like, "What? You know, like that movie ends, and you're just like, wait, what?"
Yeah.
Did she win the Oscar for that, Rosamund Pike? She might have.
She might have. She's so good in that. But just like watching someone else watch that movie for the first time was actually very fun. Like at certain points, he was like Neil Patrick Harris, and he was like Emily Ratajkowski.
Yeah,
Like,
Emily
he's like-
Ratajkowski being in that is really gets forgotten about.
and as soon as she came onto the screen too, he was like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "Just wait."
No, she got nominated, but she lost.
I mean, Gone Girl, it is a great movie. It's certainly a rewatch for me. It's like Gone Girl's probably an A- too. It's a good movie. I finished the Taylor Swift documentary as well. That was an A. Loved it. Really enjoyed that. Same points. It's just like anything that's the behind the scenes of something that's so massive like that, or anything like behind the scenes for Taylor. I'm sold.
I'm gonna change my grade to B+, because if I'm putting, now I'm just like going down. I'm doing math. If I'm putting Begonia and Eternity at A-,
Yeah.
I enjoyed those more than the Taylor Swift documentary.
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
have
yeah.
to put the Taylor Swift documentary at B+,
Yep.
because I can't have them on the same. You know.
That's fair. I finished the new season of Emily in Paris.
Oh, how was it?
Cute. You know Emily. She's getting into getting into antics. She's running around. They're running around Italy now. She's got her cute Italian boyfriend. It's they're trying to get Italian brands. I always find myself like more intrigued by Sylvie's storylines, and my God, did they continue to get that woman into crazy situations. I suppose this is a spoiler, but I like Sylvie's her boss. Sylvie reunites with a old friend that they had been, friends when they were younger, perhaps lovers, not quite sure. That was a little hazy. But she also slept with the woman's husband before they got married, and then like they didn't speak. It was a whole big thing and whatever. Then they reunite, and now they're like, oh, being friends again, blah, blah, blah. The friend is trying to set up Sylvie with some of her friends. They're having dinner parties. She meets a young, handsome guy across the street, They start hooking up. She's like all in on this like, you know, hot young guy sex that they're having and the whole thing. She goes to another dinner party. Hot young guy. Her friend's son.
Oh, classic Swiss.
Tough.
Yeah,
Tough.
that is very tough.
And yeah, everybody else, it's like, I don't know, they kind of gave a little funky storyline where it's like, oh, her friend, her ex, they're hooking up, and that was a whole thing. And I was kind of rooting for them because then the ex comes back in. There's just a lot. There's always like ex lovers that come back into play, and you're like, what's his face? Brian Greenberg is in it for like one episode, and he plays a character that's named Jake, which really threw me off. I'm like, Jake?
Yeah, they did that on purpose.
You know, he's Jake.
Yeah.
There's one Jake for him. But it was cute. I mean, it's like a B-. Like I enjoy it. I put it on. I enjoy every season I watch, and you fly right through it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest, and Joe and I definitely will watch this week. We at no point after Christmas was I like in the headspace to watch Stranger Things.
Mm-hmm.
I was relaxing, sitting in the sun. It's also like not a show you can watch in the daytime, in my opinion. At least I'm sure plenty of people do. Mm-hmm. But it's just such like a nighttime show because it's so dark.
Yeah,
you need the outside to be dark.
I agree with that.
And I'm not gonna lie, the discourse got to me. Like after 5, 6, 7 came out and everyone was like, that sucked. I was like, oh, that's not really making me want to watch it. So I kept putting it off. And then I saw some people come around for the finale that they were like, oh, the finale, it was good. So I will definitely watch it. I just haven't yet. Mm-hmm. And I know I'm behind. Somehow really haven't seen too many spoilers besides the obvious one that's gone viral on the internet of Will. And I feel like that's been used a million times. And honestly, that's it. One night we watched the new episode of Hard Knocks. Because when I'm with my family, we're watching that. I enjoy Hard Knocks. It's a B. Not gonna lie, doing the NFC East this season, pretty boring for the end season because it's like they just did the Christmas episode, but it's like no team has anything to play for like besides the Eagles in the playoffs. All the other teams aren't. So it was like, Merry Christmas, everybody. Like looking forward to next year.
It's so unfortunate that the Patriots are playing during the Golden Globes next week.
Oh.
I was like, please don't be on Sunday night, and of course it is.
I didn't even think about that. I saw that. Yeah. That is tough.
Just have 2 TVs going.
That is tough. Well, God, it's not the Eagles. Shit, they got the game. They got the game right
they have
before.
The early game.
They got the 4:30.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's kind of it. There's just like there's a lot of football on during this break. There's bowl games. There's college basketball. Like when you're in the house, you just got like sports. You throw sports on. I didn't really watch anything else, to be honest. That was it. I am caught up on Salt Lake City. I'm behind on Beverly Hills, but I'm caught up on Salt Lake City. And I think the finale is maybe this week or next week. It's getting close to it. Salt Lake City is a B+. Always good. Always good. Now they're all worried about Meredith on this trip, but I don't. Sometimes I feel like they're ganging up on Meredith for no reason. I don't. But that's it.
Okay, I have a ton, but I'm going to fly through them.
Okay.
All right.
At least the ones that like.
That no one knows what they are.
Or whatever. Pluribus, season ended. I actually like the beginning of the season way more. Like this is a common theme, I guess, but like I don't know. It kind of lost me toward the end, and then from what I'm hearing, like there is going to be a season 2, he says, but there's no like time for that. So I feel like it's going to be years until like the next one. I'll give it a B+. I rewatched Almost Famous post Kate Hudson everything.
Have to.
A+, always is. This is Spinal Tap. I watched for the first time. Rob Reiner. Very funny. Like I can't believe I'd never seen it, but just really funny. Have you guys seen it?
No, but I kept seeing it pop up.
Yeah, I didn't realize that kind of created that whole genre of movie, like the mockumentary type. I'll give that an A-. This movie called The Sure Thing, another Rob Reiner. I was kind of in a Rob Reiner
fair.
This is with John Cusack, 1985. Like it's not even on streaming services, so I had to watch it on YouTube. But it was fine. It was good. It was like kind of similar to When Harry Met Sally, like vibe. I'll give that a B. I watched Running Man, Glenn Powell.
Oh.
Terrible.
Oh.
Really, really bad.
Dang.
Dang.
And I don't think I expected it to be good, but it was actually worse than I thought it would be.
Darn.
Haven't seen much conversation about it. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really. It came out and that was it.
Mhm.
Yeah, that gets D+. That was just all. I mean, like, it's still action, so it's like you're still like kind of locked in a little bit, but like it was just so bad and so corny. Begonia, I'll give an A-. That was actually like surprising to me. I didn't really know anything going into it, but I thought all the acting performances were really good.
Mhm.
Like, and it really did, like, it was one of those movies where I was just like thinking for the rest of the night, like, that was crazy. I rewatched One Battle After Another. That's an A.
Mhm.
I think that or Sinners is my favorite movie of the year.
Big win for them. One battle after another.
Yeah.
One best
I
movie
feel
and
like
best
that's
director.
gonna like end up sweeping like a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Uh,
It was kind of funny to see Leo standing up there, but like as like kind of a behind role. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And
and
I
then
actually looked it up. None of his movies have ever won Best Picture.
didn't the
I thought The
or
Departed
no, maybe
won.
that Martin Scorsese won director for that
Yeah, but
movie.
like
Titanic didn't win?
I looked it up and it said that Leo has
The
never
Revenant didn't
won.
win for movie.
That Leo has never
I thought
won Best
Titanic
Picture.
won Best Picture, no?
It was funny that Paul Thomas Anderson was like, "Does anyone want to say anything?" And like none of the actors
Yeah,
helped him out.
Titanic won the Academy Award for Best Picture.
Oh.
Did it?
1997.
Oh. Wait. Yes, Leonardo DiCaprio has been in Best Picture nominated films like Titanic, The Departed, Wolf of Wall Street, and Revenant, but as an actor, he's not personally won the Best Picture Oscar.
Are they saying he didn't win when it won?
Oh, one for but not Titanic won Best Picture, but he was not a producer. Oh, okay.
Like
Oh,
he
they're
wasn't
talking
like-
about him.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, also
No
the,
actor gets
the
that award,
Departed.
that's-
The Departed did win.
Yeah,
for Best
yeah.
Picture.
It's just like he wasn't a producer on that movie, so he
That-
doesn't have
so
the
I was gonna say
physical
that
so
would
they
be-
don't
Oscar.
give him the.
Yeah,
no, I'm
yeah.
not talking about that. I'm just talking about if he's
Yeah,
been
right.
in
He'd
movies.
been in the movies, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I watched Sentimental Value. I don't know if you've heard. That's like a big.
yeah, with the Skarsgård, right?
Yeah, Stellan
And Elle
Skarsgård.
Fanning. No?
Elle Fanning's
Yeah.
in it. And then I don't know her name off the top of my head, but she was. I mean, honestly, the two women in it are amazing, and I think like a lot of people think they might win for Best Supporting Actress and Best Actress. That was really good. Like it's like a very, I wouldn't say slow, but it's kind of all takes place in like one house for the most part. So it's very much like on the actors, but it was really good. It's like very family drama.
We were deciding between that and Begonia when we were going to watch a movie. We
Yeah.
went with Begonia.
When we put it on, I was like, this is probably gonna be like a heavy, like tough kind of watch, but it was really good. I wouldn't be surprised if that got a lot of awards too. Stranger Things.
Wait, what's the grade?
What?
What's the grade for?
Oh, A-. A-.
Okay, so same as Begonia. All right.
Yeah, I
Okay,
say
go
like
watch it, Sean.
extremely different.
Right.
But really, it's Stellan Skarsgård's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Stranger Things, I'll give that a D+, and that honestly is generous. I think like
Wow.
horrible. Like,
Really?
it's just so bad, and it's not even bad in like a bad good way. It's just like this is so bad. Like everyone's talking about like one scene, and it's just like I don't know what they were thinking this season. Like
Wow.
And you watched the finale you thought was equally as bad.
I mean, the finale, like the actual like action part, like it was all bad. It was all
Yes,
bad.
I had
And then like
Damn.
speak your
they,
truth.
they tried to wrap it up like where I was shocked at like the big like fight whatever at the end happens, and then there's like 30 or 40 minutes after that where I'm like, how they really tried to wrap every single thing up of like here's everything that's gonna happen with all these people.
Yeah.
It just all seems so forced. And then yeah, like it's hard to not see like people point things out on the internet and you're like, wow, that I didn't even notice that, but that is so bad. Like just from like a technical thing, but I don't know.
I
it's-
don't notice that shit.
I didn't see.
People were making fun of like it looked like Spy Kids, and they're like, "How is this $400 million?"
I saw people crying their eyes out at Purple Rain. Like I saw a complete.
I mean, that was
opposite
cool
reaction.
that they used that song. Like the music was good.
Yeah.
But some of the acting is just like it's impossible to not acknowledge how bad it is.
I guess it is what we talked about though, like when these kids become so famous at a young age and you can't really predict
Yeah.
if they're going to be good actors when they get
I hate to say
get
it too,
older.
like Millie Bobby Brown too. Like I didn't think she was good. Like a lot of people were saying like she just was checked out and she like didn't care about this anymore. But
I saw that
the
conversation.
guy
Yeah,
who
I
plays
saw that as
Vecna
well.
he's good. I don't know.
Jamie
his name.
Campbell
Yeah.
Bowers is very good. Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was just so bad. Rewatch Swingers for like the 1,000th time. That's always an A+. Eternity, I'll give it a B-. Like I didn't love it as much as you guys did, but I thought it was like a cool take on like a rom-com.
Yeah.
Like it's a unique idea. Marty Supreme, I'll give an A- on rewatch. Like I think it's really good. But I think after watching Uncut Gems, I'm like, it's just something about Uncut Gems. Like, it's just tighter.
I gotta
and
rewatch Uncut Gems. I watched Uncut Gems at
And, like,
friend's house.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that was a hectic.
There are
viewing.
like, I hate all the people like trying to nitpick Marty Supreme and stuff. But Uncut Gems, when like it finished, I'm like, I feel satisfied with like how that was wrapped up. Marty Supreme, there are like some little things that, if I really like think about it, I'm like, that doesn't really like add up. Like his character is like a scumbag the whole time, and then at the end it's like, oh, look at him, he's like crying, but like I don't know.
I don't know, and I maybe it was a random take on my part, but I was talking about the ending with people this weekend too, and I just thought like I had interpreted the crying in a different way. Like everyone was like, "Oh, it's
Like,
like
he's
so
sad
happy."
about-
It's like he's like, and I was like, when he started crying, I interpreted it him being like, "My life's over." Like that was
Oh,
like
no,
like
that's not how I-
like a sad cry.
That's not how I
like
took it.
not like an excited cry.
I originally took it as like he's just so like overwhelmed by like that's his baby. But if I think about it now, and if it's like, wow, I'm crying because like I didn't put any of this first until now, like none of this mattered in my life, like maybe like I kind of like that idea. But it was funny that like she was in the hospital. This isn't really like giving anything away, but like possibly gonna die, and he just like flew to Japan. Like,
Yeah, he's a scummy guy.
He's a terrible
Yeah.
person.
But you're
that
like
was the whole point.
You're like rooting for him.
no,
the whole
I was
time,
I was
too.
rooting for
Which
him
is,
too.
I
yeah.
think that's kind of what he mentions in his speech last night.
Yeah.
He was like, "Thank you for making a character that is like not trying to like what's the word he used? Like I forgot exactly how he worded it, but like you're not trying to push this good guy onto anybody,
Right,
but
right.
like
yeah.
the guy is big,
And I
big
thought,
trees.
honestly, Gwyneth Paltrow was like incredible. Like the second time I watched it too, it's like she should do more movies. She's
She's a great actress.
busy, but I watched I Love LA. I watched all of those episodes. I actually enjoyed it. Like I think Josh Hutcherson's great. Like he's underrated.
Do you agree it got better as the episodes went on?
Yeah, I think so. It is funny. I saw a lot of people online joking that like this is more a New York show than it is an LA show. Or, like just the people on the show give more like New York than they give LA, and then like the final episode's in New York. But they're just like this whole show is like I mean, I guess that's the joke is that they don't love LA. Because they're kind of like shitting on it the whole time. But I thought it was really funny. Even the guy that was like in the news, like he's really good.
Yeah.
I'll give that a B-. Like I watched The Threesome. It's called The Threesome. Zoe Deutsch.
Yeah.
I think it's on Netflix now. I was actually surprised by that. I enjoyed that a lot. It was like heavier and more serious than I expected it to be. But it was good. I would recommend it. I'll give that a B- as well. Ricky Gervais' new special, give it a B-. It was fine. Like, he's like one of my favorite comedians, but it wasn't like, he had some funny like Golden Globe stories, which was good. I watched The Mastermind, this movie that came out this year, Josh O'Connor. It's like a crime heist movie. It actually got really good reviews and it was entertaining, but I didn't like love it. I'll give it a C+. But it was still like, I would say like it's a fun watch.
Yeah.
And he's really good. I watched Heat for the first time. Al Pacino, Robert De Niro.
Yes.
I've never watched it, and now like they're doing the Heat 2,
Yeah.
and it's like an all-star cast. So I'm kind of like ramping up.
Isn't there a Melissa McCarthy movie that's also called Heat?
Or The Heat or
The
something
Heat,
like that.
maybe The Heat. When he said Heat, that's the first movie that came
Oh,
to
no,
my mind.
no. Robert De Niro, Al Pacino.
I was like, oh, the Melissa McCarthy movie?
There-
Is that movie called just Heat?
There's some.
You know what I'm talking about?
I do. That's the one I thought you were talking,
Yeah,
he was talking
yeah.
about too. The Heat.
The Heat.
The
yeah,
Heat.
yeah, okay, that's
Yes.
Yeah,
With Sandra Bullock.
Yes.
yeah.
And Melissa McCarthy. Yep.
I'll give it.
So not that movie.
No, the Al Pacino, Robert De Niro movie, which I feel like is like blown up on. Like I'm always seeing edits of that on TikTok and stuff. I'll give it a B plus. Like it was good. Very similar to The Town. I felt when I was watching it, like that type of dynamic between like the criminals and the cops. And I rewatched Uncut Gems. That's an A for me. I haven't watched it in so long, but Adam Sandler, like it is actually crazy that like I hope Timothy wins this year, but to look back, I don't even know who won the year that Uncut Gems came out, but like Adam Sandler he didn't even get nominated, right, for the Oscar? I don't think he did. People think he might get nominated this year for Jay Kelly, which I don't think necessarily like he should, but he should have definitely been nominated.
I feel like he did, no?
I don't think he got nominated for the Oscar.
No, he was not nominated for Uncut Gems.
Which I thought is crazy, but he was so good in this. And it is cool, just like all of Josh Safdie's movies, he just puts these random people in it.
Wow, the entire movie didn't get anything.
Yeah, which is funny now. Like, yeah, I don't know how that
no
works.
Oscar, like in general,
Nothing.
the whole movie, like not a single Oscar nomination.
Yeah.
Oh, Parasite won that year.
Okay,
for
that
Best Picture.
deserved to win.
That
Parasite
did,
was so
and then
good.
Joaquin Phoenix won Best Actor for Joker.
He won Best Actor for that. I don't even remember that.
Yeah, for the first one.
Yeah,
the first one's so good.
But yeah, great movie. And then the last thing I have is I watched Good Fortune. It's the Seth Rogen, Keanu Reeves, Aziz Ansari movie. Have you not heard of that?
No.
Oh, really? Keanu Reeves is like an angel or a saint or something, and he's like trying to save Aziz Ansari's. Like Aziz Ansari's basically like given up on life, and he's trying to. I actually liked it. I thought it was funny. I'll give it a B minus. Like it was an easy, quick, fun watch. But yeah, that's everything.
I don't think I gave Marty Supreme or Song Sung Blue a grade. So Marty Supreme is an A. Song Sung Blue, B plus. Both very good. Both enjoyed.
Yeah.
Both very different movies, obviously.
Yeah, way
But
way
both
different.
Has
very-
Kate Hudson
definitely very
been
much
nominated for it, or is she not like in the
Golden
competition?
Globes.
She did get nominated for
she
Golden
did get-
Globe.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was so good. So
She
good.
was
Oh.
really
I want to
good.
watch that. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think I actually enjoyed the movie more for their acting
totally.
than, you know what I mean?
I really like the music. I really like the music, is what I'm saying.
Oh, I thought you said you don't.
I
I know.
thought
I
you
know.
said-
That sounded like I said I didn't really love the
And then
music.
all of a sudden you caught yourself.
No,
and you're like,
I did really love the music.
Yeah. it's Neil Diamond.
Yeah. It was good.
So good.
So good.
Exactly.
Yep.
All right. That wraps up everything we watched.